There we are.
How are you? I got it here. She's running. Standing in front of the Cliff Hotel. I'm not going to stick around here. It's all kinds of traffic, people passing by. And I'm so happy to sit there in the highway like this. Furthermore, with me here is my, oh, look at this guy. Sanfrancisco, my childhood friend here, man. Oh, that was awesome.
He said he's got pictures of you riding a big wheel
Oh, yeah,
when you were a kid.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, put it in here for some time. Yeah. Jason, break down on. There we go. Beautiful. That's it. Now we're going to head back east. 4 days. Lots of rest. Oh, by the way, all this stuff here, this is an option.
Is it aftermarket?
This is the aftermarket add-ons in 1919. It cost 50 cents for the GPS, 25 cents for the communication. We got these extra headlights here. That was another nickel a piece. And then the mirrors were definitely add-on. These are the cars go. They got it right now. All right. Get that on his valve. That's a all exposed valve. Having finally realized a decades-long dream, I was overwhelmed. C.K. Shepard finished his transcontinental journey right here at the Clift Hotel, and now, 100 years later, on my own 1919 Henderson, the exact same hotel building still stands, and I was literally walking in C.K.'s footsteps. My bike was parked right where C.K. parked. As excited as I was about having finally seen this long journey through, I was feeling other emotions. I flashed back to the beginning of my ride. It seemed like ages ago, not 3 years ago, that we started the ride in New York City in July 2019. Now in front of the Clift Hotel in September 2022, I began flipping through the images etched in my memory and reflected on the most memorable events in the journey, some of which proved that I had literally ridden in CK's tracks. So in San Francisco in 2022, I was thinking about my dad. He had given me this motorcycle in pieces 40 years earlier. Regretfully, he passed on before I had even learned about C.K. Shepard or had begun serious restoration on what became the red one. As I stood there at the Clift Hotel, I felt like my dad was looking on approvingly with his big smile, laughing about how all those buckets of parts had finally been assembled and put to good use. I had always felt a special bond with my father over this motorcycle, but perhaps never more than right then and there. So I was having a private moment with my dad. The red one had, once again, brought us together. Similarly, Charles Shaw, CK's only son, remarked more than once that my research and persistent inquiries about his dad's 1919 ride across the USA on a Henderson motorcycle had rekindled his interest and appreciation for his father's legacy. In the very first sentence of the foreword he wrote for my annotated version of CK's book, Charles reflected, quote, "My father had been dead for 46 years when Mark Honeybell brought him back to me." End quote. I was very glad to have met Charles and his wife Carolyn when they invited me into their home in England in 2017, and when they joined the team in 2019 at the same Grand Canyon El Tovar Hotel where CK stayed in 1919. That morning at the Clift Hotel, I realized how happy I was to have rekindled Charles's interest and appreciation for his father's adventures. So my adventure with the Red One and CK's 1919 story had miraculously combined to become far greater than the sum of their parts. It became much more than a tribute to a 100-year-old cross-country ride. It brought two sons immeasurably closer to their long-ago deceased fathers. It was that sense of inescapable emotion that fully consumed me as I stood in front of the Clift Hotel with the Red One to take it all in.
Thus ends my tale of woe. It is a strange thing, but nevertheless true, that now I have done with it and written about it and done with writing about it, I still think what a glorious trip it was, and what a perfect ass I was to do it, and what a still greater ass I was to say anything about it.